Hey, everybody, it's Mike, Monkey Fab Garage, monkeyfabgarage.com. We got our harness, our Mustang. We've been working on this guy, putting the engine harness and stuff in there, all the wiring, plumbing, all that good stuff. So we've been diligently working on getting all the wiring done. So all the chassis stuff's done. And you can see they got a couple of Deutsch connectors, like there and there, right? Some over here, a lot of connectors, but everything's on the connector. So we got this all worked out. The head connectors are penned. Got our service loops and labels and all that good stuff. I use split loom on the back part just because it was easier and nobody's ever going to see this. And then on the front part, I kind of use like the nice expanded loom and heat shrink and labels and all that. Is there anything? Yeah, so like here goes through the firewall, and this is our coils, injector, oil pressure, throttle body, mat, etc. And then we have one that comes in on the other side, another spot, and it's our cam and crank sensor, some kind of pressure, fuel pressure, or mat sensor, right? They come in on a separate line. They all go back to our little connector guys on our FT550. And that's about it. Wasn't terribly difficult. You just follow along once you get the thing. You just print out that and follow along. Tools that I've used. I thought about this and I thought like maybe you guys might be interested. Here are some cheap tools, most of which are available at Monkey Fab. I like these strippers. They're pretty quick, not very precise but quick. And then I like these strippers because you need big strippers and you need small strippers, right? We sell a stripper that has something like this. It's got strippers and crimpers, right? But primarily, I will use, this guy, right? I use this Delphi guy. It's available on the website. I use this for crimping everything, pretty much everything. There's not much this guy can't do. And this guy here will also pretty much do almost everything. This guy is available on both of these are available on our website if you want. I'm not trying to sell you guys Klein snippers. Get yourself lots of good wire cutters, right? And you need these, right? Because like the Tessel wire and stuff is super small, so you need big strippers, right? And you need little strippers. Just depends on the mood you're in, right? Crimpers, these guys work pretty good for me, and strippers. So that's what I use most of those. If you guys put an order in Monkey Fab, you might get lucky and get one of these Monkey Fab tape measures. I don't know if we have many more of are out, but we were giving these away with certain orders over whatever, $100 or something like that. But these are nice. You can get these anywhere. They're only like $1, and you can use this for measuring your wire, which is really good. Or if you're in the military, you can measure fat people. If you don't know, don't ask. This stuff is great, which is like the cable control. You'll use this for, I guess, office space. I use this all the time because you don't want to tape stuff. It's a pain in the ass, and this is easy to get on and off. So that's nice. I'd say shrink tube. I put this stuff in every boxes, so people have like nice, boxes, and they have walls of wire, racks and whatnot. I don't have room for that. I'm really small in my space. It's better than the the concrete pad that I started on when I was a kid. How are you guys doing today? I gotta turn the light on, or else you don't see anything. It's kind of pointless. But here's what we got going on. We talking about the wire. So this is what I do is you always have like a wire box, right? Because wire is wire, and you can always dip in there. I dipped in here a lot. But then I just write it down. So I'll have like, this is all my large gauge. I have, 20, 18. These are my stripes, all my weird stripey wires. And 16 gauge, and then this guy is like twisted pairs, weird things, right? And then I got my big cables over here, heavier gauge stuff. So that's how I keep my little ring terminals and stuff on this guy here, which makes it pretty easy because I can just pull the boxes, set them down where I need them, and then work out of them, and everything's really easy to get to. It's not probably the best way. You know, you'd want to have like a fancy workstation to optimize your ergonomics, but this works well for me. That's what we've done this whole way through. Yeah, so those are some of the tools I use. Oh yeah, heat shrinks. So I got one of these guys, right? Which is, it's okay. It doesn't really, you're not going to melt much with this, right? This barely gets the heat shrink glue melted. And then you got this guy, which is a flamethrower, which will blow holes through all your nylon if you're not. But it does have an adjustable temperature thing on the back, which is nice. Is there anything else we use? Yeah, lots of, obviously, what do you call that? The multimeter and this guy. So these are nice. They're not terribly expensive. They're not cheap, but they're not terribly expensive. And it's not, you can print out your labels. You can pick whatever labels. They have lots of different types of labels that you can purchase for these. So they're pretty nice. When you need to charge them, you got to take the battery actually out. So there's like a port here somewhere where you can plug into there, and you think that would charge it, but it doesn't. You actually have to pull the battery out, plug into the battery to charge it. But mine's been charged, and it gives you lots of options to do stuff. And you can set the labels for as long or short or whatever. But yeah, just print out your label, stick it on the wire, and then put a little clear heat shrink around it. That's about it. So those are primarily the tools. I use these depinning guys too. So you'll probably need some of these guys. I'm always using like the Deutsch depinning tool and like this depinning tool. I got a bunch of them in different sizes and shapes. So you can never have enough of those. What I would tell you is like you might be tempted to buy the little kit that comes from Amazon with like the 50 million little depinning tools. They're not that good. I'd probably look to get the specific guy. Again, we sell these on the website. If you need, all this stuff is Monkey Fab stuff, connectors and all. So if you need that, go on over to Monkey Fab Garage, monkeyfabgarage.com. And I'm excited. We got to get this guy back in the car now and everything plugged in. And lots of little tiny things we got to work out now. We got to get the dash in. I got to cut the radio out area on the dash to make it fit. So you gotta put the radio in here. I'm gonna put the Nano guy right up in here, and then I put, you guys didn't see it, but I put an underglow kit on the car, and I'm gonna put the switch rid on the bottom there. So then the computer will sit there. Everything good. Everybody happy. Excuse me. It's freezing outside, and it's got me a little under the weather. And that is it. So that's where we're at with the Mustang. What do you guys think? Maybe 2 weeks? Maybe 2 weeks? I'm gonna change. We got nice coils and stuff. This is my crap. So we'll change that out and get everything wired up. I think that's about it, guys. So that's where we're at. I appreciate you all that come by and check this out. Bob says he appreciates you all too. Y'all have a wonderful day. Mike from Monkey Fab Garage signing out.